If you've ever eaten an entire sleeve of cookies and then looked at the suggested serving, go ahead and hit that like button. Hello, welcome back to the BoxBuilder Breakdown. I'm the Box Builder, coming to you live from Giver HQ. Today on the BoxBuilder Breakdown, we're going to be going over Mli. Mli is a clean-eating, tasty cookie that is low carb and made with root veggies and plant fibers. If this is your first BoxBuilder Breakdown, welcome. On the BoxBuilder Breakdown, we go over CPG, direct-to-consumer brands. We unbox them as if we're a consumer, but with the added benefit of 20 years of industry experience on my behalf. We'll give you tips and tricks about what to look for in a box like this and how you can apply them to your packaging. When we're doing that, we have 8 criteria: the doorstep impression, first contact, a shake test, an unboxing score, a pack fill score, damage report, a customization score, and the BoxBuilder Breakdown overall score. We score things out of 1 to 5 flutes, 1 being the worst, 5 being the best. What is our affiliation with Mli? Mli has come to us for a packaging redesign. We purchased these, but in the interest of full disclosure, we're going to need these anyways to redesign their packaging. So, let's jump right in. Doorstep impression. Okay. The camera is doing a really good job of picking this up. This Flexo ink right here to the eye really doesn't stand out all that much. So from a distance, depending on the lighting, you may find that you can't read this, but the camera is doing a very good job actually of picking up this print. So doorstep impression. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5 flutes. First contact. When you pick the box up, it's definitely readable. I love the Watt tape. You guys know how much I'm a fan of Watt tape. You can tell what's in it because up close you can definitely read the print. Mli, food reimagined for a better life. I'm going to give the first contact 3 out of 5 flutes. The box is in okay shape. It's not very heavy. So yeah, 3 out of 5 flutes. Now for my favorite part, the shake test. Might have cereal in here after this, but it seems like there is some protective packaging in there. Probably not as much as it could be, but I will say cookies in bags and boxes, there's just naturally a lot of air. So we'll see once we dive in how much air there is and what we can maybe do to improve that. Shake test, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 flutes. Now, the unboxing score. Let's dive into this bad boy. Watt tape. I gotta work on my knife skills. Ooh, piece of collateral right on top. Oh, it is inside printed. Okay. So first thing we have is a little bit of sales collateral. Right there. I like that. Okay, when you open the box, you've got one of the flaps is printed. Nope, okay, we've got 3 printed flaps here. Man, the camera does such a good job picking that up. My eye is not as good at that. All right. So, product. You can see the product is in there. The box is a little bit big. This box may be used for a bunch of different pack fills, so there's no issue there. We've got a CVS receipt. Very cool. You've got folding carton inners. I like the color on these. Another CVS receipt at the bottom. And that's it. So 2-sided printing, 1 color flexo per side. I've got some opinions about that. We'll talk about that in the customization score. I like the unboxing score. I like inside print. I like the outside print. I'll talk about some of the do's and don'ts for inside-outside printing here in a second. But overall, I like that there was no bubble wrap. I like that they used craft paper. There is a lot of air in there, though, which, again, maybe because they use this box for a 12 count and I only ordered 4. So we'll give that a 4. We'll give that a 4 out of 5. Pack fill. Craft paper. Always preferred over anything plastic like bubble wrap or EPS foam peanuts or anything like that. So there could have been more to keep everything more secure. I'm going to give that 3 out of 5 flutes. What do we have next? Damage report. Everything looks fine, actually. The product in these is not super heavy. There's a net weight of 5 ounces a box. So you're talking about 20 ounces of actual product in a box like that. There's not a real risk of things getting mangled. Everything seems to come out fine. I assume that if the outer boxes are fine, the inner product's going to be fine too. Oh, okay. I thought these were going to be like a big bag of cookies, but they're individual cookies. I like this. This film is like, I can't tell if it's plastic or not. Yeah, okay. It's like a poly film. Pretty good color matching, actually. You can see that. Pretty good. Damage report, there's none. So 5 out of 5 flutes. The bars are a little bit soft, and you'd normally get really crinkled, damaged cookies if there was any problem here. So yeah, the boxes are fine, the product is fine, 5 out of 5 flutes. Customization score. All right, let's dive into this box here. So, when you are using this type of box, this is a regular slotted container, or RSC for short. You don't have to use a custom cutting die for this style box in most cases. So what that means is, on a Flexifolder gluer, the sheet gets fed in, it gets slotted, these slots go in there, and then the box is folded over together. Why don't I just break that down for you? This is the BoxBuilder Breakdown after all. We've got the glue tab here. All right, so when this box gets converted, that's what we call making a box in the industry. This sheet comes off the corrugator as a flat sheet. These slots right here, these slots, and these scores are all put in on the Flexifolder gluer. Let me back way up. So when this box is made, this sheet goes through the slotting section, and there are actually rails that take this box from a flat sheet, and it goes down the machine, and it folds up like that. So glue is applied right here in line. I'm going to yank that microphone off. Yo. So glue is applied. The outside is printed like that. And then the box is glued and palletized. So it's all one pass. All this printing on the outside can be done one pass. The sheet goes in, slotted, glued, printed, folded, down the line. What's interesting to me is the inside print. You can accomplish almost the same type of unboxing experience if you leverage the outside print, but on the inside flaps that when you open the box, and I'll show you what I mean. This right here is printed on the outside of the box. This right here is printed on the inside of the box. There are new presses coming online that can do what's called top and bottom printing, which means inside and outside at the same time on a Flexifolder gluer. They're not as common as a standard Flexifolder gluer. If there are 10,000 Flexifolder gluers in the country, all of them can print on the outside, maybe 5 of them can print on both sides. It's not a common technology. So if this company has a supplier that can do that, this can all be done single pass. We can do that. I don't recommend it because it kind of locks you in to a certain type of print scheme or a certain type of supplier, honestly, because not everybody can do that. If we were to redesign this box, what we would do when we redesign this box, oops, I'm going to take this microphone right off the table. What we would do is we would put print on the, let's see if I can manipulate it here. All right, so when this box is closed, right, this is the outside. When you open these outside flaps, this is still the outside of the box. This is technically the inside. So moving this artwork to this panel saves a complete pass. And then it opens up opportunities to run this on 10,000 different presses instead of the 5 two-sided presses that are in this country. And what that does for unboxing is really nothing, because in order to see this print, you have to open this flap. you get the same bang for your buck by moving that artwork here. It's still on the outside of the box, and this is probably the biggest thing, it goes on the same print plate. In order to print this right here, you have to have a separate print plate that can cost you between $500 and $1,500, where if you took this artwork and just moved it right here, it can go on the same print plate as all this other artwork, and it still gives you relatively the same unboxing experience. So we're going to talk to Umli about that. I'm going to hopefully convince him to take this print right here, blow it up, do a lot more print, and use these minor flaps right here because they're still on the outside of the box and they still can be printed with this pass right here. It saves them a print plate. It saves them likely production costs because just pure odds. The odds are that this is not printed on a top and bottom printer or an inside-out printer. The odds are that this is printed on a standard Flexifolder gluer. A little aside there, but for the customization score, I like that. I'm going to give that a 4 out of 5 because I think that the intention was to do two-sided printing, and it's pretty impactful when done correctly. I would like to see that done more efficiently, less expensive, and I would like to blow up that print. So instead of having small text, I'd like to blow it up so it's huge. Also, you can't see it on camera because the camera does a really good job of picking up that print, but it is a little bit subdued in person. On the craft background, that yellowish ink doesn't pop out as much. So we would do one of two things. We could use a much more opaque ink that looks almost like a transparent ink, which lets the materials shine through. You can do a high pigment opaque ink, which makes the ink really pop and really stand out. If I had a good example of something like that, actually that Cha-Cha box is a good example of that. When you have a high pigment load, you don't let the substrate show through as much. It's not a real difference in cost for ink, it's more of an ink choice. Again, I don't know the intention of the printing here, so I can't really say they made the right or wrong choice. Maybe it was an intentional choice. Boom. See this? Higher pigment load, same print process, but it's a lot more impactful. Granted, this is pink and not yellow, but if you can see up close, it's a very dense ink compared to, well, again, the camera is doing a good job of picking that up, but it's not as dense to the eye as a more opaque ink might be. So that's a 4 on the customization score. Overall box maker breakdown score, I'm going to give this 4 out of 5 flutes. All right. Did I say box builder just now? I don't know. Box builder breakdown. We'll dub it out, whatever. So this has been the box builder breakdown. This is Umli. I recommend you guys go pick some up. I haven't tried it yet, in full disclosure, but it's a cookie. I mean, how bad could it be? It's probably tremendous. If this is your first time on the box builder breakdown, comment below. Just put the brand you want to see. Put the brand you want to see. We'll go through and we'll pick the brands we like. If we pick your brand for a box builder breakdown, we will do the unboxing and then we will send you the product. So put the favorite brand down below that you'd like us to unbox here. You'll get the product. We'll get something to do because we're bored, and everybody will be happy. Again, this is Umli. I'm the box builder. This is the box builder breakdown coming to you live from Giver HQ. I don't know if I said the other thing, but if I did, you'll hear a bleep. Be nice to each other.